Happy Friday, y'all. It is Quick Question Friday, but we're not gonna do like Quick Question Friday per se. We're more so gonna do like Friday PSA. Ooh, I pressed my hair, y'all, because my hair is thick and I didn't want to go to the shop because of the corona, so I ended up having to press it myself, even though here in Houston the hair salons are open. But I was a little like not feeling it, so instead of me walking around crazy because I was tired of looking crazy, I decided to press it. So it's a little big because of that, but we have to work with it, right? But anyway, so today's PSA is about trademarking. Really, because my influencers, my stage artists, even working with small businesses, there are some things that I realized in you all picking a name that needed to be discussed, as well as just steps to be cautious of as you move forward in building your brand. Okay, and the trademark is a part of your brand. So the first thing, be unique. Be unique as you can possibly be in whatever it is you're doing within the industry, right? So pick names that wouldn't necessarily be associated with your industry, especially if you don't intend to trademark it like immediately. The primary reason is because if you don't want to trademark it immediately, you run the risk of somebody in your industry already having secured that trademark, right? So if you don't intend to like look it up immediately and see if it's available and move on it, then you want to pick a name that's so unique to your particular industry that you would think and most likely that nobody else would pick, right? So let's use Nike for example. Nike was never associated with the athletic tennis shoe brand, right? Nike is I think it's like a Greek god. The term is from like a Greek goddess or something like that. And they decided to use it. And now, as we all know, it's associated with tennis shoes and clothing, athletic wear, things like that. But it wasn't anything that somebody else who, let's say, was going to make tennis shoes may have even thought of, because they are two polar opposite things. Okay. So picking something that's unique, especially if you want to delay registration, is your best bet, because then it may not be taken. Now, I'm not saying it's a guarantee, but in the trademark world, getting something that's unique to your industry opens you to more possibilities that nobody else has trademarked it within your industry and what we consider in your classification. Okay, so be unique. You all are creative individuals. I meet so many entrepreneurs, so many artists. You all are so creative. So be creative in your stage names. Be creative in your names of your businesses and your brand, so that when you do eventually trademark, especially if you're not going to do it immediately, you have a better chance of getting it in the classification you're looking for. The second thing I want to talk about is when you are selecting your mark and you're deciding whether or not you're going to trademark it sooner versus later. Use the intent to use application. It is there for a reason. Do that in the beginning. And the reason why you hear trademark attorneys always preaching like, hey, you want to go ahead and trademark as soon as possible when you know for sure you're going to use this brand, it is because you don't want your mark to already be taken. So if you use an intent to use application to let the trademark office know like, hey, I'm not going to use it right now, but I intend to use it, it will save you a lot of money and a lot of time. Because what you don't want to have happen is you start using it 5 years down the road, you're ready to trademark it, you know, you almost have a deal with Target or some big distribution company or what have you, or you're ready to go on the road and put your album out, somebody has, you know, infringed on your brand or whatever, now you're ready to trademark it and you go and the name is not available. So use the intent to use application so you're not doing a whole lot of investment in a brand or a name that is not available for you to use, because I would hate for you to get websites, pretty pictures, do a lot of marketing, do a lot of advertising, have a lot of people start associating the brand with you, and you don't have the availability of it being open for you to actually use as your true brand. So do that intent to use application to prevent that from happening. Yes, the application process may cost you a little bit more, but in the long run, it is cheaper than having done the website, having gotten the pictures taken, having done marketing and promotion, and spent all this time on a brand that now you're having to think about either rebranding or trying to find a different purpose for the name, changing your stage name, for instance, doing things like that. So just think about those primary two things when you are selecting your trademark and you're thinking about moving forward with your mark. Okay, as always, I'm here to help with your trademark applications, your copyright applications, or any of your business or entertainment law needs. So feel free to hit me up. Y'all have a great Friday evening. Bye.